Long before the glitz of the Oscars or the blockbuster magic of Marvel, the concept of moving pictures was nothing more than a parlor trick, a shadow on a wall. It started centuries ago with the camera obscura. It wasn't a camera in the way we think of it today. It was a dark room with a tiny hole in one wall. Light passed through that hole and projected an upside-down image of the outside world onto the opposite wall. It was magical, but it was static. It was just a picture. The world had to wait for American ingenuity to turn those frozen shadows into life. The real race to Hollywood began in California in the 1870s, sparked by a bet. Former California Governor Leland Stanford wanted to know if a galloping horse ever had all four hooves off the ground at once. To prove it, he hired an eccentric photographer named Eadweard Muybridge. Muybridge set up 12 cameras along a racetrack, triggered by tripwires. When the horse sped past, the cameras snapped in rapid succession. The result was the famous horse in motion sequence. When Muybridge spun these images on a device he invented called the zoopraxiscope, the horse didn't just look like it was moving, it ran. This was the spark, the idea that individual photos, shown fast enough, could trick the human eye into seeing motion. Enter Thomas Edison, the wizard of Menlo Park. Seeing the potential for profit, Edison and his assistant W.K.L. Dixon invented the kinetoscope in 1891. It was a peephole viewer where a single person could drop a nickel and watch a short, looping film. But Edison made a critical mistake. He didn't think people would want to watch movies together. That changed when projection technology crossed the Atlantic. Suddenly, Nickelodeons, small storefront theaters, began popping up all over American cities. For just 5 cents, immigrants and workers could escape their daily grind. But the movies were short and silent. They needed a story. In 1903, the American film industry changed forever with the Great Train Robbery. It was an action movie with gunfights, a chase, and a plot. Audiences were terrified when a bandit fired his gun directly at the screen. They ducked in their seats. Filmmakers soon realized they needed sunlight for filming, cheap land, and distance from Edison's aggressive patent lawyers in New Jersey. They found a sleepy agricultural town in California filled with orange groves. Its name was Hollywood. What started as a pinhole in a dark room